Here with us now is Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies and retired Rear Admiral Mark Montgomery. Admiral, good to see you this morning. Let me start with the breaking news that just came down within the last couple minutes or so, and that is that Iran has just pulled out of weekend nuclear negotiations with the United States. Tehran just officially making that announcement on state television. Your reaction to that and where that leaves things this morning?
Well, thank you for having me. And of course, Iran pulling it out of those can't be a surprise. I mean, the reason we're at this position is that Iran was not a true negotiator in this. The United States was giving Iran every opportunity to bring this to a diplomatic conclusion. I think President Trump warned them, you have 60 days to do this. Today's day 61, and Israel held Iran accountable for its nuclear escalation, its nuclear and its highly enriched uranium program. So from my perspective, it's no surprise that Iran would pull out of these talks at this point.
Yeah, and to your point, that 60-day clock expired last night. We know that at this point, Iran has launched drones toward Tel Aviv. They're currently intercepting those. But as General Richard Newton was pointing out just a few minutes ago, there's going to be a lot more to come here than just a whimper of a few drones, right? What do you expect the full, might of Iran's response to look like? And should we be worried about their use of nuclear warfare if they have the capabilities?
So I'll break that down and say I do expect more drone attacks. They have quite a few Shahed drones. I think they will be largely unsuccessful. I mean, one or two may hit incidental targets, but the reality is the Israelis have the system to engage those. If we're in a position to assist with our aircraft flying out of Middle Eastern bases, we'll assist with that. Shooting down Shahed drones is reasonable. What is more likely to cause damage are ballistic and cruise missiles launched by the Houthis, operating out of Yemen, a Iranian proxy group that, as you know, has been attacking ships in the Red Sea, but also launching missiles into Israel. And then the limited remaining ballistic missile capability of Iran. They've used a lot of it. They've also been attacked, but they had literally thousands of ballistic missile rounds. I imagine those facilities are being hit in these strikes as well, or they would be hit in a campaign. So Iran may fire some of those. Israel has the Arrow system. There's a U.S. THAAD air defense system in Israel to assist with that. So I believe that the Israelis have made the rational decision that they can accept this kind of counterstrike in order to achieve the long-term objectives of the campaign they're conducting, which frankly is a well-deserved campaign at this point due to Iran compliance.
And just quickly before I let you go, we talk about Iran's capabilities. What about Israel's full military capabilities moving forward? I mean, they've been at war for 18 plus months with Hamas. The visuals of this, do we see boots on the ground, Israeli boots on the ground in Iran, tanks rolling through? What does this turn into?
So if there are Israeli boots on the ground, I'll guarantee you won't see them. So, I mean, to the degree that they use anything like that, it would be special forces. Much more likely, this is a highly predominantly air campaign, and they have the kind of long-range precision weapons, either their own indigenous supplies or some they've purchased from the United States. They have stealth aircraft, F-35s they've gotten from the United States, and they have F-15s, which operate as fighter bombers that they've purchased from the United States. So they're in a very good position to execute this. Yes, they've used a lot of munitions against Hezbollah and Hamas over the last 18 months, but I'm sure they had the calculated decision that they had the available munitions to do a sustained campaign.
Admiral Mark Montgomery, thank you for your time, sir, on such a busy news morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.